watch this episode of Earn Your Leisure called Keys to Marketing, Branding, Successful Black Women's Views on Relationships with Erica Pittman. So it's an interview with Erica Pittman about marketing, branding, and I guess they want her opinion on successful relationships, which is always interesting to me because I don't think you have to ask every successful Black woman about their relationships. And I feel like every time they bring a Black woman on, they be asking about their relationships. And I don't know what the point of that is. But since I got 15 years of marketing and branding experience, I was like, this is probably a good thing to watch. Because they were like, can you react to somebody? It was on my list of things to do a long time ago, but I hate watching it because I always sound like a hater because I'm like 30 years of experience should get you something more than one book's information. But I'm going to watch it anyway. So here we go.
Author, and just has a lot of great insight on business. So, thank you for joining us.
That's good. We have an expert here today.
Yeah, so it's good to have experts in the field.
Yeah.
It's important.
It's very important.
Yeah, so, first and foremost, thank you for joining us. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right, so, how did I do a good job of kind of framing your
You
career?
did a great job. The one thing you left out though was spirits, alcohol.
Let's not forget Ciroc. Let's not forget
And DeLeón tequila.
DeLeón tequila.
Oh, she worked for Diddy.
Others,
Okay.
Working with another vodka company, Yoko Vodka.
That makes a lot more sense. It confused me when people act like they're just marketing professionals. If you work for one person at all their companies, then you're not a diverse marketing professional. You work for Diddy. She worked for DeLeón and Ciroc, which are two of Diddy's brands, which means she's Diddy's marketing professional. And DeLeón nor Ciroc have a good campaign, so I'm already coming in with bias because I ain't seen one good Ciroc campaign or one good DeLeón campaign. That's just off the rip. I'm finna Google it. Because anytime somebody says they did marketing and branding for somebody, I'm like, okay, well then tell me one campaign that I recognize. Because there's a lot of campaigns out there, and I really don't know one DeLeón campaign. And it matters if you only work for Diddy. Like, if you work for Diddy, then you gotta say, I work for Diddy as his marketing professional. Which again confuses me because on the music side and the business side, we have no campaigns from Diddy. With the exception of when he dropped the Love album and he had the red parties. But like, yeah. I don't really feel like I don't feel like I've seen a Ciroc campaign. You just buy Ciroc because you know Ciroc exists. And that's very different than marketing and branding. And that's really what the point of the brand is. Like, marketing and branding is bringing intentional attention and awareness. Almost like I got a bit of my eye. Bringing intentional, sorry, I lost my train of thought. Marketing and branding is bringing intentional awareness specifically to the consumers about a brand that they either know about or don't know about. And I feel like if you're not bringing new attention in or helping the old attention hone in on what the brand actually represents, then you're not the professional that you say you are, which is, again, why I hate reacting to content, because it's like, I don't want to be a hater, but I'm also not going to sit here and act like because you work for multiple brands, you are the professional. It just means you're employed. Because, again, there's not one Ciroc campaign. And back to, like I said, when he dropped the Love album, he did the red parties in Atlanta where it was the listening parties, and it's all red furniture, red furniture, red, like, tech. You come in red, like it was a red theme party. But that was really the only rollout. There is no marketing campaign. So when I think about marketing professional, I'm thinking about campaigns. I want to know what campaign you did, what collectibles we have, what hard assets am I going to see from the campaign that you did. For branding, I want to know how you improved or honed in on the Ciroc brand. Like, what is the Ciroc brand outside of a vodka? DeLeón is not a vodka, if I'm correct. DeLeón is a dark liquor. I don't know what exactly liquor it is because there's multiple dark liquors, but there's only one vodka. So that's why it's easy. If you're talking about light liquors and you got vodka, but you also got gin. But Ciroc is vodka. It's like a step above Amsterdam. It's like it's not even a luxury Amsterdam. It costs more. Like, Amsterdam is very cheap. Amsterdam is like $17 bottle, something like that. Ciroc, you can go up to, what is the price of Ciroc? Let's start there because that matters. If I were to do a Ciroc campaign, I would simply act like it's a step above Amsterdam. I feel like the problem is they always trying to take a brand luxury, but luxury brands have to be incorporated into a luxury lifestyle. You might as well be selling that one. What's that sparkling water that starts with a P? Hold on. Pellegrino? Is it Pellegrino? That's Pellegrino is that premium sparkling mineral water. It's the one in the green bottle. I'm finna show a picture of it. Oh, shit, go back. At least 3 so much. It's so funny because Pellegrino is one of those like luxury waters. Like all the rich people drink Pellegrino, but it's only $3. Which is also a thing about how luxury lifestyle don't gotta come with luxury prices. It's just about the branding. Like if you make something a luxury asset in the sense of like this complements a luxury lifestyle, get you a Pellegrino on the go. Like Pellegrino is available everywhere. It's accessible. The most important part about a luxury asset is that it's accessible to your lifestyle, which means everywhere I'm at, it's at. Then I understand why Pellegrino is considered a luxury asset because it's like you never want to be out of water. I want to get a water I can get anywhere. You can get Fiji's anywhere, which is why Fiji is one of the top water brands. Most people's favorite waters aren't sold everywhere, so I would say that it's only considered luxury because it's accessible to the luxury person, no matter where they're at or what country they're in. They can get a Pellegrino or a Pellegrino alternative. So I'm pretty sure that's why Pellegrino is considered a luxury beverage. There we go. I'm gonna turn the camera so you can see it. That's a Pellegrino. It's literally like under $3. It's just that it's more expensive than other waters. Like some waters be like the 169. Most drinks in America be like 169ish though. Unless you get an energy drink, then that's when you're at like your 249 to 299. But yeah, Ciroc. I wouldn't consider Ciroc to be a luxury alcohol brand. I feel like luxury alcohol has to have a luxury price point, which is like $50 or more. Really though, I think luxury is supposed to be around 200. Like it's supposed to be like the Azul bottles, the Casa Azul bottles. Let me see. That's the blue ones with the decorative print on them. Not Casa Azul. It is Casa Azul, Clase Azul, whatever. The blue ones with the dome, the silver dome that popped that one summer, a couple summers ago. The Casa Azul make tequila, to answer the question, but they had the blue bottle. They got other drinks, which is why it'd be hard because it's like that's not the only one they had, but that's the one that trended, and that was because I wouldn't consider it to be a marketing campaign. Again, I feel like a marketing campaign comes with information. I think if you're just saying the name of the object or just showing the object, that's guerrilla marketing, but that's not the same thing as telling us what we're getting into. So this is the bottle I'm talking about. This bottle, all the celebrities were drinking it, and it popped because it was seen with celebrities, but that's not the same thing as a real marketing campaign. And that was the same thing. It's the same thing with Casamigos. Just because a whole bunch of people drink it doesn't mean that's a marketing campaign. You can't just put money behind appearances and say that you marketing. You just put it in their face, which would be more so advertising. It's advertising a product. I feel like marketing comes with more intention, branding comes with more awareness, and those be my issues. And that's why I try not to react to content like this because we only a minute and 33 seconds in, and so far all we've done is talk about who she is. And it's not to say that I think she's more snobby, but I do feel like the brand she worked for has impacted her sense of self in a way that she's no longer accessible in terms of information. Like I feel like she thinks she knows more because she's worked for Cîroc and DeLeón and all these people, but she's not taking the branding work she's done to her head. She's taking the people she's been in proximity to because of the brand she works for to her head. So it's like if you are gassing yourself up because you work with Diddy, then that's cool, but you don't got to come in here and be like, I got 30 years of experience with marketing, I'm the best marketer ever. No, it just means that anytime you've been put in the position to execute, you've done it. And there's no problem with valuing yourself for your execution abilities, but there is a problem with acting like your execution abilities are the same thing as your creative abilities. If someone brings you into the room and says, hey, can you do this for me? And you do it, then you should be proud of yourself for doing it. But don't confuse the masses by making them think you got to have 30 years to get into the room for an alcohol brand, because you don't. And it's people like that that make like creatives like me, and I'm not just creative, it's people like that who make marketers and branders like me feel like they can't approach these bigger brands. Ciroc needs an advertising specialist because there's no campaigns behind Ciroc. Again, people don't even know how much a bottle of Ciroc costs, but they also know you can buy Ciroc at any liquor store. I feel like if it's luxury, it's something you kind of have to go out of your way for. Like if your type of branding is inaccessible luxury, then you need to go and focus on the fact that you want your product to be inaccessible. Like I feel like there's just a lot of confusion. And the DeLeón, like you can't even buy DeLeón everywhere. That's something too. DeLeón is way more inaccessible than Ciroc is, which confuses me because it's marketed as if they're in the same price point and they're appealing to the same people, but you can buy Ciroc anywhere. You cannot buy DeLeón anywhere. DeLeón has more specifications on what it takes to carry versus Ciroc. So it's like there's a lot of discrepancies between the brands, and it's not to say that they need to have the same brand, but it is to say like if you have an entry point vodka, act like Ciroc is your entry point vodka, and that's what it's saying. If you can't get DeLeón, you could get Ciroc, but it's also they shouldn't be in competition with each other. One is dark, one is light. If you drink dark, you tend to drink dark. If you drink clear, you tend to drink clear. So it's just like Ciroc should just be is just like Amsterdam. I don't think that Ciroc has to be. I don't know. Like I don't know how to say. Like I don't feel like it takes that much to market something that only costs like $20. But hold on, I gotta check prices because I don't drink Ciroc. I've had Ciroc, but I don't drink Ciroc, so I gotta check how much Ciroc even costs. Like Ciroc costs like $30, bro. I'm gonna show y'all. Ciroc costs like $35. It's literally one of the cheaper liquors. Like vodka is not. Hold on. Vodka is not that expensive unless it's some luxury vodka, and that's my whole point. It's like just because it's owned by Diddy don't mean it's expensive. I think I got bit by a bug while I was outside. These gnats out here be biting. But yeah, Ciroc is not that expensive. So Ciroc campaign should be it's accessible liquor. It should just be put in with your friends for a bottle of Ciroc and have a nice night out. Like I think the problem is you make it seem like they drinking Ciroc in the Swiss Alps with all the rich people. Like the people in the Hamptons is not drinking Ciroc. Why? Because they not selling Ciroc at the one store that is accessible near the Hamptons. You need to start acting like the price point is reflective of where it's being carried. If you act like people are drinking Ciroc because it's carried everywhere, you can say this is the drink for everyone. It's a problem when they try and like price people out. Like don't make someone think it's expensive when it's not expensive. It can be attached to a luxury lifestyle, but Ciroc is damn near beatbox when it comes down to it. You could buy it at the same CVS you can buy a beatbox at. The same place you can get the $2.99 wine, it's the same place you can get the $35 Ciroc. It's just not, it's not a luxury item, and it don't gotta be, and that's what bothers me. And I was talking about this earlier. It's like everything don't gotta be luxury. TV keep cutting off. Everything don't gotta be luxury. It could just be accessible. You could just, did you know it's just a little bit more expensive than Amsterdam because it's distilled more times? Like if you just focus on the fact that it's distilled more times, then you'll understand why I'm even paying $35 for Ciroc when I could get the $17 Amsterdam. It's because it's distilled more times. And that's my problem. It's like when you representing a brand like this, you working in marketing and branding for a brand like this, focus on the tradition, how it's crafted, and what makes it different. Just focus on the fact that it's distilled 5 times. If Amsterdam ain't distilled as many times as Ciroc, then focus on the warehouses, focus on the gin, focus on the barrels, focus on how you're making the product, because that's what the best alcohol brands do. Like, what is it? The richest man in America, the most handsome man in America who drinks that one liquor, like, his is more lifestyle plus craftsmanship, like the Italian way. If you're not focusing on where it comes from and how it's being made, then you can't talk about the luxury of it, because the thing that you gain from investing more money in it is being able to say, my product is a stand-up product and here is why. It's not just that I'm bringing you a product that is my best. I'm bringing you a product that is the best, and that's what makes something top shelf. So if it's top shelf liquor at a lower shelf level price, then emphasize the fact that we could charge more, but we're not, because we're trying to make it accessible, which means show them the perks of the price point that it's at. The perks of this product is that it's priced lower than it could be. We could rob you for this and we're not. This is our generous service. If you want something more luxury, then go to the higher price point, but it's an affordable liquor that tastes like luxury. That's all you gotta say. It's an affordable liquor that tastes like luxury. That's my speech. I'm gonna do a separate live because sometimes these don't save.